It's really good to see everyone.
I wish it wasn't just the dark times that brought us together.
The man you're looking for is Vandal Savage.
Who is he?
An immortal. You're not gonna get rid of him.
Watch us.
Everyone in there is willing to die to protect us. You don't think that's a little bit insane?
I think it's what makes them all heroes.
No, Kendra!
Flash.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So we got a new Arrow trailer. I'm going to break it down, and we have info on the mid-season finales for Arrow and The Flash. So let's get going. The big thing that's different from last year is that like the entire cast from The Flash will go on Arrow during the Flash episode. Vandal Savage comes after Hawkgirl when she's with Cisco. Cisco takes her to Star Labs, explains to everyone how he vibed on her, and they go to Oliver and Team Arrow for help. When they're in Star City, Hawkman comes out of nowhere and steals off with Hawkgirl. Now, at this point in the story, she has no idea who she is. Like, she's hanging out with Cisco, just thinking she's a regular barista. So he has to explain to her what their heritage is, the whole idea of reincarnation, the fact that she has wings, she can fly. So it's about her figuring out that she has these powers, as you see from the trailer. In addition, there is some Zoom stuff happening. The episode itself is called Legends of Today. The Arrow part of the crossover is called Legends of Yesterday. So you get the idea. It's a play on the title Legends of Tomorrow. Now the Zoom stuff that's happening on the Flash part of it's really cool. This will freak you guys out. Harrison Wells comes up with another speed serum that will allow Barry to run faster, but he wants to test it out on Jay Garrick first. Now, doesn't that just scream Edward Claris from the classic Golden Age Flash comics? Now, in case you didn't read comics during the Jay Garrick era, the Reverse Flash of his era was named Edward Claris. He developed this serum that allowed him to run as fast as the Flash, and so he became what was known as the Rival. Later in the comics, that character looked like a shadow version of Jay Garrick with blue lightning, so just add that to your list of Zoom theories, like a dark version of Jay Garrick. But then on the Arrow part of the crossover, Team Arrow, Team Flash take Hawkman and Hawkgirl to another secret location to hide out from Vandal Savage, get Merlin's help. Merlin's not going to sit on the bench during the big 2-hour crossover. He ends up being a go-between for Vandal Savage. But while that's all going down, Laurel, Diggle, Thea, Felicity, and the other people from Team Flash develop a weapon to take down Vandal Savage, or at least neutralize him, because he's going to be the big bad for Legends of Tomorrow, so they're not going to be able to kill him. But the real question is what does Vandal Savage want from Hawkgirl so bad that he attacks her in the first part of the crossover? My thought is what they've done is, because he's immortal, Hawkman and Hawkgirl are essentially immortal too, or at least they keep getting reincarnated, that he wants her nth metal. For those that haven't read any Hawkman or Hawkgirl comics, the nth metal is this Thanagarian mineral that their gear is made of. It has a bunch of magical properties, allows them to fly. It's the most amazing metal you could ever imagine, next to Dwarf Star Alloy. So either Vandal Savage could be after that, or it could have something to do with the curse of reincarnation. Now they've changed Hawkman and Hawkgirl's backstories a little bit across the comics, so I'm just assuming that they're going to dovetail Vandal Savage with their origin story. But here's my big question for you guys. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think that Vandal Savage wants from Hawkgirl? Do you think it's the nth metal that he wants, or is it something else? But in addition to whatever temporary victory they win against Vandal Savage, I'm expecting a Rip Hunter cameo at the end. And I think that Legends of Tomorrow is going to start episode 1 whenever Arrow and Flash come back in January. That's usually like the 3rd week in January. They said the show's going to start at the beginning of the year. That makes the most sense. It'll probably just air on a different night. That show is only supposed to be like 13 to 16 episodes, but they haven't decided exactly how many episodes it's going to be. What's going to happen next is, because Arrow and Flash are on break next week, but there's Heroes and Villains Fan Fest this weekend, Stephen Amell said that they're bringing something extra cool. I think they're going to debut new footage. So next week, I'll totally do a video for whatever new trailer footage they bring. And if you guys haven't heard me talk, I've been talking about it all week. Jessica Jones is dropping midnight tonight. I'll be doing all kinds of crazy videos, so be sure to subscribe to get everything. And I might do one last Jessica Jones trailer video. I have a whole bunch of footage. I might do like one last video before the series premieres. I don't know internationally. I'm not sure what time it's going to drop internationally. So if you live in Great Britain, or you live in Australia, or somewhere else, I'm not exactly sure, so you'll just have to double check on the time. While you guys wait for everything to post, you can click here for this week's episode of The Flash and Arrow, and you can click here for the Star Wars trailer I just posted. Whole bunch of Finn lightsaber action. It's so awesome. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.